Hello guys, very good morning to you all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, in the last class, we were discussing about tuples. In fact, today also we are going to continue the journey of tuples followed by regular expressions. As I've mentioned earlier in my previous class, regular expressions are uh, most powerful library package or a method which is extensively used in natural language processing and market analysis, behavioral analysis, sentiment analysis, and different areas where the analysis of text are involved. Okay, so regular expression is a very powerful toolbox, but as per the video syllabus, you have a very feeble, very limited version of usage of that library package. I would say, uh, though you have regular expressions included in your syllabus, you would learn 1% of the actual library or the utility which has been given as a complete package of regular expression. So I insist you guys to move ahead, go ahead than the regular expression usage which has been given or mentioned in the curriculum. Okay. Yeah. So these are the two agendas in my today's class. So in my previous class I had given this homework, but maybe due to some reasons you might have not posted on your post, or rather on not on your WhatsApp message. So I just wanted you guys to arrange this dictionary items with respect to values in ascending order, values in descending order, sorry. So values in descending order. I wanted you guys to write a program, okay, which will create a list of tuples with a value in dictionary in a descending order. So this would be the program. Okay, this would be the question. So how to assign or how to rearrange or get the values or items. So what I will do initially, I will just try to initialize an empty list. I will create an empty list. How many of you made an effort? Just let me know. One or two I received, but others have made an effort at least. No. Say no. What is nothing wrong saying no? None of you have tried? Guys, I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So silence speaks more words.
You're
So
audible.
none of you have tried.
No, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, yes, sir, we tried.
Yeah,
We
Rishi,
tried,
that's
sir.
what I mentioned. Only few people, like one or two, have given the answers. Yeah, let me presume some things like you guys might be busy or stuck up in some other issues. But make sure you are spending your quality time doing something meaningful during these days. That's it. You do whatever, but it should have some kind of results, or it should have some kind of what do you say, some meaningful work. Like you should be satisfied at the end of the day. Okay, fine, my day was good, I've done this much part of academic, I've done this much part of work assisting my parents, this much part of work looking after something. So ultimately your day should be fruitful. Okay, right. So let me just go ahead with the topic. So now I'll create this empty list. So after creating this empty list, as we have seen in my previous class, we can use dot items method in order to deal with the items of a dictionary. Correct? I will use dot items method in order to deal with the items inside the dictionary, and I will assign these items as a variable key and a value. Here you could see I have declared two variables. Guys, you should be very careful. I have declared two variables and I'm assigning key and a value to a variable called key and val. Now what I will do, anyhow I created an empty list, so I will append that empty list with a tuple. Okay, with a tuple. Tuple is represented in common brackets in terms of val and key. Okay, so first I will append this list with respect to value and key, and let us see what happens if I have, what happens to this list. Now you could see I have created a list of a value and a key, which is of reverse order here in terms of items. Now what was my intention, what was my objective? My objective was to print the list of tuples with the values in a descending order, in a reverse order. So now anyways the tuples are comparable. I can use this L dot sort method. I can use this L dot sort reverse is equal to true in order to reverse, means arrange it in a descending order, and then say print L. Very simple. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have seen the Romeo.text and Romeo full text versions, right? Yeah, where it is? Yeah, here. Is the Romeo full text visible?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me just check with the Romeo text. What is there in this? Okay, both are same. I thought I had. Okay, 1 second. How about okay, yeah, this is Romeo full text, I guess. Yeah, let me just try to copy the text which was present in the other folder, because I had a full conversation between Romeo and Juliet of Shakespeare novel, which is the transcript is released, and let me just try to replace this file. Okay, now I'll just go back to my previous. Okay, guys, can you see this Romeo full text now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the entire text of that play of Act 2, Scene 2. So there are a lot of conversations between many individuals here. So and this conversation, this is in the form of text. I think you could see a couple of punctuations also, like question mark, colon, and inverted commas, and so many punctuations. And suppose if I ask you people to, can you get me the most commonly used words from this text. Okay, I repeat, write a program to fetch 10 most commonly used words from this text file. Okay, you understand? Let me write it, put it here.
Yes, sir.
Give me, or write a program to print 10 most commonly used words. Correct? 10 most commonly used words from Romeo full dot text file. This would be your question. Okay, so now what you need to do? So first I need to read the text file, right? So I've already dealt with this particular program. So we have already created this program in my previous class. So I'll read and create a dictionary of words, correct? Do you have any problem here in this particular part of program? I've created a dictionary of words which was present in Romeo.text. And since I am making use of some kind of a string method here, okay, I'm just trying to make sure I remove all the punctuations along with the conversions of uppercase to lowercase characters. So I have to import string here first because I am using some string methods. I'll import string and I'm creating a dictionary called counts, which creates an item or a key value pair of words along with its appearances, histogram of words. If I run this program and say print count here at this, guys, do you have any problem with this program? Just let me know first.
Why is it that apostrophe used twice there, sir? String dot make trans.
You were absent in the last class?
Yes, last, sir.
Maybe you might have missed this session because this is a line or a constructor. This entire line is a constructor. This empty string represents from string. This empty string represents to string. So I am converting a string which has got a punctuations. I'll remove the punctuations and I'll
Yes, sir.
retain the original characters of the string apart from the punctuations into the to string.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes,
But
sir.
here since I am trying to operate or trying to make use of this make translate onto the string directly, this str will get modified. This line will get modified.
Okay, sir.
So since it is directly operated on the line itself is the from string, the line itself is the to string. So when you see the line will have the strings excluding the punctuation marks. That you have removed the punctuations from the line or from the string, and this line dot lower converts all the uppercase characters in the line to
Yes,
its
sir.
lowercase character.
Got
And
it.
I've used words is equal to line dot split, which generates the words, the list of words. Here this is a list of words. And now for word in words, so this is where I create a dictionary with respect to the word, and I will increment the count. If it is new word, I will put that particular word along with the number, along with the count, say 1 at initial level, if it is read for the first time. If the word is not in counts, this will happen. Assume that it is there. So they simply take that word and it will increment its value by 1. This we have done in the last class. These are the two lines which are an additional line where I am trying to use in order to convert or in order to what do you say, like to remove the punctuations, okay, and to convert it to the lower case. Now if I say print counts, you could see there are so many words which has been used in the text along with its appearances, along with its number of times the particular word has been used. Okay, so there are so many words which has been used, and you could see the number of times been used as a values, correct? And these are unique words. Because it has been brought to the normalcy, because it has been brought to all cases, all letter strings has been reduced to lower cases, though it has got an uppercase characters. And you have a distribution of words, something like this: 34, 8, 3, 12, 6, right? So now I would like to print or identify the top 10 words, most frequently used words, okay, to 10 most commonly used words. So can I use this now, guys? Can I use this part of a program? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, it shows
So
the
what
Yes,
I'm
word.
sir.
going to do, I'll use the same program, but here I'll restrict the printing of L for only 10 list or 10 tuples. I don't print all the values of L, but I'll print only first 10 values or first 10 items. So I have printed. Just let me just suppress this result. Okay. Now, so I need to sort the dictionary by value, right? I'll be using the program to sort the dictionary by value in descending order. I'll create the empty list as I done in the previous program for key val. Now this is interesting here. For key comma val in list of counts dot items. See here, what is counts? Counts is nothing but a dictionary. Dot items I have used. Okay, I have used dot items just in order to make sure I am going to create a tuple. Correct? I am going to create a tuple of list now. List of tuples, and I'm going to append the list. I'm going to append the list with value and key. I'm going to reverse it. And then say list dot sort reverse is equal to true. So this is applied just in order to reverse in descending order, and I'm going to print. So this is the for loop for key comma val. Again, I am going to reverse that for key comma val in list. So I'll be having a list. Let me just try to print the list. Let us see what is there in the list. So in the list I have 61 I. The pronoun I has been used 61 times, and has been used 42 times, Romeo has been used 40 times, 34, and likewise. So this is a list of tuples with a value and a key, right? So now I'm going to reverse it because I want words and then list. I want words and then the value, and I want to restrict the list only for the first 10 words. So this is how I'll get the result. So this would be the first 10 words which has been used most commonly. So likewise, if you are trying to parse, or if you are trying to understand the behavior or the sentiment of a particular person or an individual in the conversation or during his post, right? Or during a particular brand, and you want a feedback of the consumers or the customers towards that particular product or a brand. So there will be a lot of feedbacks been given by the consumers or customers or any individual. And if you can say, okay, fine, just go through all the text and simply using a couple of conversions, couple of methods, string methods, and using this dictionary and tuple, you can count how many times a particular word has been used in that particular post. Now, do you feel how many words in amongst these 10 are important? Guys, can you just tell me how many words among these 10 top 10 most commonly used words in that Romeo text is useful?
Sorry, useful means in what kind, sir?
Sir,
That you
only
can understand the behavior of the person.
The, though, that,
Nine. So, okay, if I say though, what is the behavior of the person?
like
So, the
we
same
can't.
situation will come in real time. I understand. The same situation will come in real time. There are so many stop words. There are so many words which does not give some meaning. They said there will be a connecting words while making statement. And here I could understand only two characters, that is nouns, Romeo and Juliet. That's it. There are no other adjectives, adverbs, verbs, defining words, something like that, so that it can be useful for me to make some analysis, right? So you need to think advanced. So in natural language processing, you will advance yourself. You will use regular expressions. You will use a particular type of programming which will understand the pattern, okay, and will give you some kind of analysis. What kind of conversation was it? Okay. So that will be dealt in the next coming classes that we shall see later. So basically speaking, like I don't get any analysis with this particular key value list. So you need to think in advance. So how to say a particular person is aggressive or arrogant or calm or sturdy or different types of behavior, what or traits a person carries. Okay, that we shall see later on. And yeah, so can I use tuples as keys in dictionary? This is very important. Can I use tuples as keys in dictionary? So far we have used dictionaries just like this. Let me just go to this. What is a key here? What is the type of a key here in this example? Guys, what is the type of a key here?
string alphabet.
Yeah. So type of a key was a string and it was only one element. Can I use tuple as a keys? You can use tuples as a keys in a dictionary. Okay. We call it as a composite keys. Suppose if I create a dictionary, D is equal to, I have an empty dictionary like this, D is equal to, okay, so what is D? D is an empty dictionary. Now I say D of, I'll call a first name as, say, Monty, and the second name as, I'll call the second name as Python, okay, and I will assign this with some number. I'll give 100 marks to this Monty Python, okay. So did I created a dictionary with a key of tuple in this manner. And then you see what is the D now. D carries a key with a tuple, correct? A key with a tuple with a first name and a second name along with a value, correct? So I can use tuples as keys in the dictionary. I can also have just extend this dictionary again with first name followed by second equal to 200 and then say D. See, the dictionary has been extended with the tuples. It can be a combination. If you want only one single element also you can give, multiple elements also you can give. So basically I can use this tuple as a keys. This is very important. Maybe in future, why I am using this tuple as keys? Because if I use this tuple as keys, these are immutable. It is just like you are trying to give your user ID and password. Password is mutable. The password string is mutable, but your user ID remains same. Whenever you hold, say for example, Gmail account, your user ID is immutable. And your user ID will have first name, second name, like middle name, and so many other data or the information. And that will be updated as a tuple in the server. And that is immutable. So I create, and in dictionaries or in directories, okay, maybe in your telephone directories, the first name and the last name or the tuple names should not change. Okay, so we don't have much of the examples given in the syllabus. Just I call this kind of keys where I have used tuples or multiple strings as keys. I call it as composite keys. Maybe we shall see the severity or the complexity of these composite keys in your 5th module when dealing with SQL databases. Right? We'll have an SQL database. We'll try to connect to the SQL database using MySQLite, and we shall try to send a query to the SQL database, and we shall try to fetch the response from the SQL database. In SQL database, we'll have a tabular format with rows and columns. Okay, we'll have columns with respect to first name, second name, and the phone number, and we shall try to give the query as a first name and second name. It will go as a tuple to the SQL, and the response will be the phone number. It is just like, suppose if you are trying to weave your results on VTU website, you will give the username as your USN, right, as a query, and that query will go to will hit the VTU server, and the response will be a table. What is the table? Table in terms of subject, the marks code, the minimum marks, maximum marks, IA, and then the final marks. So that is a table, right? So you hit the server with a USN, and the response would be a small table. So likewise, how the table was updated, just imagine, just think at the back end. You are an user now, but if you are a programmer, so somebody has evaluated your marks, isn't it? And we people as the faculty has updated your internal marks with respect to your USN. So all these data are distributed, and that has been combined to one particular server or one SQL database. Say for example, your USN is there. So the internal marks I have updated will go and fit into the first row or the first column. Likewise, somebody else has evaluated your external exam paper, and he has given the marks, and that will go and fit into the second column, that is an external marks, and the fourth column would be sum of first column and second column, and you get the total marks. And you have a condition for fifth column. If it exceeds, it is pass. If it less than some threshold, it is fail. This is how we create an SQL database. And the information or the values been given by the different users, and you At the front end, you just simply request what is the data or an information stored in that SQL database just by keying or giving in the USN number. I hope you understood this example, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the complexity of composite keys that we shall deal in detail in your fifth module. We will create a small database, right? We will make you to create a small database, and we shall ask you to give some data, and as an user, I would like to fetch a particular data from a table, from rows, in terms of rows and columns. So this is all about your tuples. So next, so we shall be dealing with the regular expressions. This is very important concept in Python, very extensively used. Why? Because I cannot create for loops or if loops, which is time consuming. The iterative process itself is a time consuming. And since we have some kind of advantage in Python, like it is hashable, mutable, immutable, there are a lot of opportunities or advantage to deal with the data in a different way so that it will minimize the computation time. Okay, so one such approach of minimizing the computation time or minimizing the effort in writing the codes or number of lines is done using regular expressions. Okay, so far we have been reading through the files like text file, and we were looking for patterns. Say in our previous file we were looking for how many lines which starts with from, and how many lines which has got a mail ID, something like that, and it includes a lot of efforts, like you will be using string methods like split, and you'll be using find method in order to find a particular pattern. Say if you are looking for at, so you will use find, string dot find, inside the bracket at, correct? So in the previous class, I guess I've used it, that at symbol, yeah, here. Can you see this at? So I've used dot split in order to make sure whether I have an at. Also I have used find. I can use dot find at also. It will say true or false. Okay. So there are a lot of efforts which will be considered in order to create or generate a program. So in order to search and extract, so search and extract is the most common thing that what you people are doing. Okay. You search for a particular pattern in the given text file or in a given data and extract a portion which you are interested. So this can be dealt with regular expressions. So in order to use regular expression, I need to import the library called RE. Correct? I need to import a library called RE. So to use regular expression, this is the package, import library first. Otherwise, I cannot use this regular expression. So now in RE, you have so many methods, correct? In RE, you have so many methods. It is just like you have imported math, right? And now you can have math.py, math.squared, and you can have math.log. So there are so many methods inside this math. Likewise, I have so many methods inside this RE. The one popular, few of the popular is re.search, re.find all, right? Search, re.finder. So these are the two things which we are going to deal. In fact, you have so many other regular expressions. Those things we can see later. So first we shall try to understand what is re.search and re.find all. After importing re, that is regular expressions, suppose you are looking for the lines that contain from. I'll take the same example. Let us not just get deviated out of what we have studied earlier. So the same thing used to use starts with, right? You remember line dot starts with from as an input argument. So here I'll just try to reduce it. And now I want to read it from the file, text file. And you guys know this. Are you guys familiar with this? What is this for line in hand? For line in hand. So it is each line inside this file handle mbox short text, and line dot r strip, it removes the additional spaces or the white spaces after or in between or later in the next line if you have the spaces. Now I will use re search. Here I will use if re dot search, guys understand, if re dot search, this is the method which I am calling from the package called re dot search. So the first argument is always what is that you are searching. So re dot search from comma in what particular data, like here it is a line because I am going through individual lines, and then what I do, simply say print line. I say print line. So in mbox short text, let me just see what is there in the mbox short text. Okay, is it visible? Mbox short text.
Yes, sir.
I have a couple of lines, some lines which starts with from, some which starts with date, and some which starts with return, some most of them which starts with x hyphen content and xdspam and so on. So now here I am interested in the line which starts with from, so I am going to use re dot search, nothing else. I am not going to use line dot starts with and then do something on that. I'm just going to use this. Now you could see the line which starts with from has been printed with respect to the each line. Okay, yeah, sorry, but here re dot search from, it's not looking for which starts with from. Wherever you have from, sorry, just make a small correction, wherever you have from in the line will be printed. See here, I had from colon in this line. It need not to be always a start of the line. Wherever you have from colon, the line is printed. Okay, wherever the line consisting of from, but I wanted to print the line which starts with from, isn't it? So what I can do, I can use some kind of special character. See, the power of the regular expressions comes when we add some special characters to the search string. Understand, you need not to go with the more number of lines of codes. So you can use some special characters to a regular expression that allow us to do some sophisticated matching and also extract while writing the codes. So now I'll be using a caret symbol here. Guys, carefully observe. I am going to use a caret symbol before from. So this signifies the line which starts with from. Here, search for the line that contain from. Now this program would give you that starts with from, correct? So let me remove this caret symbol here and let me concentrate on this part of program. I've just made a small change here. I've included a special symbols, okay, special characters to the search, re search expression. Now if you execute this, these are the lines which starts with from. Yeah, this is the extension of your previous line. It's the longest line, I guess, though. So line starts with from in the mbox short text. Okay. So this is about search. Suppose I want to do a character matching in regular expressions. I just want to do a character matching in regular expressions. How it is possible? Okay. Sometimes what happens, there are number of other special characters that will build even more powerful regular expressions. Okay. Suppose if you are trying to find the regular expressions or the strings which would match something like this. So a regular expression which will search for the first letter F followed by any two characters and M. So I am just looking for the lines which starts with F followed by two any characters. Search for the lines that start with F followed by any two characters followed by M. Correct? So how it is performed? I'll use the same program. But I shall use two dots. Guys, understand? I shall use two dots and I say starts with F and any two characters in between F and M. Now you could see I'm getting the same answer. But what happens, I can also have a different versions of character matching. In this example, the regular expression F dot dot M would match any of the strings like say FROM, FYYM, F12M or F any special symbol, any characters. So this is when combined with the ability to indicate that a character can be repeated any number of times, and this can be solved using two symbols. I can also use the other two characters. I mention it here. I can use star or plus. Rather than mentioning dot dot, I can also mention star or plus. Okay, let me just try to take another example to make you people understand how to use this star or plus, because I cannot keep putting dots here, right? Depending upon the number of characters between two possible first and last character. So it is very difficult for me. So what I'll do, so I'll use this star and plus operator in order to do this character matching in regular expression. I'll be using star and plus operator. How? Suppose if I am looking for the line which starts with from and have an @ sign. Okay, suppose if I am looking for the lines that starts with from and have an @ sign inside that. @ sign. Let me just put it in bracket, the @ sign. So how to use this star and plus operators in regular expression? I'll just write the same set of program. First thing is I'll import and then read the lines. For each line, I'll try to use this line dot r strip. Now here, I will use if re dot search. Okay, use research. Okay, re dot search. Now I will use the string. This is the string which I am looking for, which starts with caret. Okay, starts with means caret from. Okay, which starts with from colon dot plus. What do you mean by dot plus here now? How I am going to use this plus operator? Dot plus at. Understand, guys? In the line, I'll tell you what is this now. In the line, and then say print line. So what is this particular substring? Here I'll create a string which starts with from, see here, from colon. Can you see this example? From colon, and you have space LOUIS at. Yeah, I have at symbol here. So how am I going to look at this at? So I will say which starts with from and dot plus represent. What do you mean by dot plus? Dot plus is nothing but one or more characters. Okay, one or more characters followed by an at sign. So you see here, this is how I read this regular expression, which starts with from followed by one or more characters and at. So this will match the following line. Okay, so now if I run this, you could see only I am extracting the lines which starts with from, and also it has got an at symbol inside it, right? In most of the example I have the same. Okay, here it has been removed because in this group of text I have suppose let me just try to remove. Okay, let me go to the text file and I'll remove an at. Suppose if I remove an at symbol here, so that I should not get this particular line, isn't it? So just let me go to the text file outside and just remove an at symbol. I'll remove an at symbol from one of the line Louis.media. I'll just remove it from Louis.media, Louis at media.berkeley. So now I'll run this program. So this line will be excluded. Here the Louis line was excluded, though it was started with from, but there was no at symbol. Correct? There was no at symbol, and hence it was excluded from this search operation. Suppose if I want to extract the data, okay, it is always useful to extract the data. It is not only find. Suppose I got this line which has got at symbol which starts with from, dot plus means one or more at. So it has got at inside it. Suppose if I want to extract only this part of the line. So you need to create an expression, regular expression in such a way that it will target to this particular pattern and it will be extracted out from the line. So how to do it? So extracting data using regular expressions. So I'll use not only search, but also I'll try to extract using what? Using find all. I'll use this re.findAll method in order to extract the data using your RE. Okay, so now let us just assume a string. Let us just assume a string S is equal to a message from so and so to so and so about a meeting at 2 p.m. So this is a string. This might be a line from the text also, from the text file. No need to worry. So before I use re.findAll, I need to import, isn't it? I need to import re. Then what I will do, I will create a string, something like this. I'll use this re.findAll. Let me just put it on the screen. So this is a string which I'm looking for. Okay, this is a string which I'm looking for from S. So S is what? This is a string. What do you mean by slash S plus? Again, I'm using slash S, again plus at slash S plus. That means, see, carefully understand. I'll put it here. Slash S. Okay, slash forward slash. Slash S signifies non-white space character. Non-white space characters. Right? Guys, understand? Plus signifies one or more non-white space characters. If it is coming before at, this S plus is coming before at, correct? That means one or more non-white space character before at and one or more non-white space character after at. That means in this particular line, I am trying to find at first. Okay, I'll try to find at. So this is matched. This pattern is matched. So here I have at. Do we have non-white space characters? Yes, I have 4 characters. After this I have space. I'm not worried. So I have 4 non-white space character and I have 4 plus 4, 8 non-white space character after add. That means this pattern matches with this string inside a given line. Correct? And so this will be printed. This will be printed here. And also you have another at with non-white space characters, and again this will be printed as a second element of the list. Correct? And again I have at here. Guys, understand? Again I have at, but I don't have non-white space characters. It is a space. Correct? It is a space. So this will not be printed because it does not match with this string. This character doesn't match with this string. Why? Because I had at symbol. Okay, fine. S plus, yeah, good. S plus says one or more characters, one or more non-white space characters, but this is not satisfied. So this string will be omitted. You could see I created a list which has got at, before and after non-white spaces. Only that particular part of string will be extracted. Guys, I repeat, the find all method searches the string in the second argument, that is line, and returns a list of all the strings that looks like an email address or which satisfies the pattern. Is it okay? So slash s is a non-white space characters. S plus matches as many non-white space characters as possible. Only non-white space characters. But here in this case at 2 p.m. was not considered. Why? Because there were no characters before the at sign. Understand? Any doubt? Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So if I take another example. So just let me take another example of some line. Okay. Okay. Suppose if you have the string like this. Okay. Let me just call a string like this. S is equal to. Yes, do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I want you to extract. Okay. I want you to print only the numbers, only this value, only this confidence value. If I want to print, what would be your regular expression? Guys, what would be your regular expression? I want to print this. See, just replace this and see what happens. Because you don't have any at symbol or anything like that. But I want to print only this. How it is possible? Can you build an expression? See, it is just like all about building an expression. EX. I call this as EX. And I'll build this expression which matches to the pattern. And I'll use that expression here inside. It is one and the same. So you want to build an expression which matches to this pattern. Can I say x dot star full? Yes or no? Hello? Guys, I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, see now this matches with this pattern, till colon. So this till colon is matched. Then later we shall worry about how to print this. Correct? So this is how we create our own expression. So to extract these kind, I'll be using search operation again, and that will be dealt in the next class. How to extract a particular portion. Here I have just simply extracted dot or email IDs from the given string, and this can be used. Yeah, I forgot to use it on a larger scale. So let us just try to use it on your mbox, right? Search for the line having an at. I'm just trying to copy it so that to reduce the time. Okay. So print text is the last statement. Print text. So this should go here. Okay. Can you see this? I just applied it to the mbox short text, and I've used the same string. And if the length of x, this is a guardian statement. This is a guardian statement. If there is a list with some values, you print. Otherwise, you need not to print. You'll get an error. If there is no element inside the list, you will generate an error here. So this guards the error. Okay, this will not give you any error. Okay, so now here what you need to understand, is it satisfactory? The result what you are getting, is it fine with you guys? I've just obtained the email IDs from that text file.
Yes, sir.
How can you say it is satisfactory? Because I have some sort of special symbols like this. Tags are there. Can you see this tags?
Yes, sir.
So it is not so satisfactory or not so I'm not so pleased with this result. But I want to extract only these characters, only these particular characters. So this covers with respect to this S plus says that this is also a character. These tags are also a character. But if you want to exclude, okay, if you want to exclude those tags, those incorrect characters, you may also have the semicolons. I guess no semicolons here. You'll also receive semicolons sometimes. Okay, so we will be creating our regular expressions in such a way that we use some kind of specific acceptable characters to be found and can be extracted. Okay, so how do I do that? So we can try to replace that regular expression using another regular expression like this. So within inside the square brackets, okay, so this slash s gives you non-white space characters, one or more non-white space character. Star says that one or more non-white space characters, both are same. Star, what do you mean by star? Zero or more non-blank characters, plus one or more, star, zero or more. Let me just try to make it clear here. Dot star, zero or more. Dot plus, it depends on your requirement. Dot plus one or more. And if you are using slash here, like slash s star or slash s plus, it's one or more non-white space. Here also one or more non-white space characters. And now since I've used these square brackets, I'm restricting myself only to find only the characters which are acceptable from A to Z, small, capital A to Z, and then 0 to 9 numbers, because your user IDs may have alphanumerical characters, but no special characters. Okay. You may have special characters, but not before or after, not these kind of special characters. Okay. And likewise, your domain names will be only alphanumeric. So far, I have not come across any special characters or alphanumeric domains. It is only alphabetical domains, characters with alphabets. So I'll use this as a restriction to find or to exclude these kind of results. I'll copy the same program. I'll make it a markdown here, and I'll go to the okay. So, but I'll replace it by this, and now I'll print. Now you could see I've excluded these tags. Why? Because I was concentrating only on the alphanumerical character before at and alphabetical characters after at. So you can see the same postmaster at collab without those tags. So I carefully extracted the region or the string which satisfies this string in regular expression. And what are these? A to Z. This is acceptable characters before at, and that is one or more or zero or more non-white spaces with an acceptable characters. So this gives me an acceptable characters before at, and this is acceptable characters after S. Sorry, after at in the line. A small change here in your regular expression. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about today's class, and I'll repeat this in the next class, and we'll continue with further discussions like how to use regular expression and more efficiently to extract a particular part of a group. So translating this regular expression, we look for a substring, and then we shall try to make sure whether a part of a substring matches with the string in terms of regular expression, and we try to extract. And also remember that star or plus applies to the single character immediately, either to the left or to the right. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about today's class. So we shall try to learn more in the next class, that is on Tuesday, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending this session. Have a nice day. Happy weekend.
Thank you, sir.